Welcome back, everyone. The Knicks beat the Nuggets tonight. Great game in 2 overtimes. The final was 134-127. We continue now from the corner 3, presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. So Friday night, we got a showdown for you. The Knicks at the Pistons. Detroit, the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. And remember, in early January in Detroit, the Knicks lost to the Pistons 121-90. Mike Brown's post-game comments, as always, presented by Chase.
What a ball game. Man, our team just, showed a lot of grit, a lot of fight, in this win. Just a resilient win by our guys. We got beat in a few areas that, when you look at the box score, you think you should lose, especially versus a good team. And, one of them's from the free throw line. They had 27 to our 19. But our guys just found a way. And, the resiliency from our group really showed. We had 6 turnovers in the first half. We had 6 turnovers combined in the second half, and plus the 2 overtimes. It was a great job trying to take care of the basketball because we needed every single one of those opportunities to shoot the ball in that second half against a very good team. We keep saying we want to play fast. Our guys got out. They scored 22 fast break points, which is pretty good for the game, or really good for the game. And, having said that, there were a lot of big plays made throughout the course of the game. A lot of great performances from individual guys. Our defensive player of the game was Mitch. Could have easily gone to OG. Both those guys were fantastic. You talk about, a talent in Jokic and talent in Murray. And, those guys were combined 25 for 60 from the floor. Jokic was 10 for 27. Murray was 15 for 33. And, you're not stopping those guys. You just hope that you can make them both work, on that end of the floor. And, I thought our guys tried to make them work. The guys at the point of the ball and then the defense behind it. Cat, fantastic with a double-double in 31 minutes. We threw Jordan out there, Clarkson to start, and he gave us a great punch to start the game. Landry obviously was good. Even Kevin McCullough. Kevin gave us, he only played a little over 2 minutes, but, in that time, he was really good on both ends of the floor. So, and then last but not least, obviously Jalen, 42 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Again, that's what an MVP candidate does. And on a big stage, coming off a back-to-back, they obviously had a back-to-back too, but, on a big stage, he showed why, again, he should be mentioned, as one of the first guys. If anybody's talking about MVP candidate, he should be one of the first ones mentioned. So, big game by him and the rest of our group.
Kind of a common denominator during the streak. You haven't needed that 40-point game, but when you need it tonight, you seem like you delivered all night and you needed it.
No, for sure. And like I said, MVPs, they make the game easy for their teammates, while, getting theirs the right way without, shooting it all the time. And it's evident that he did that. He made the game easy for his teammates tonight because they had to double him all night and he was still able to make plays. And his teammates, when they did double, they spaced the floor the right way. They made shots, and et cetera. So, they definitely did a great job helping out, but what an MVP performance on a big stage or a national stage tonight, on a back-to-back situation versus a really good team.
With Mitch, especially with the Jokic matchup, they've got especially get kind of just 7 for trees when Mitch was lined up against them. I guess a sign of success for the defensive end, and when Jokic taking some spots, he's comfortable and he's trying to set in for that outside shot.
Yeah, he's been shooting ball very well, and but all those guys, Murray played 48 minutes, Jokic played 45 minutes, Braun played 44 minutes. Our guys, Jalen's 47, OG's 48, Mikhail's 48 and a half. So, especially on a back-to-back, you're playing those minutes, your legs kind of start to wear on you a little bit. And, that probably had something to do with it because Jokic has been shooting the ball well, from the 3-point line. In the season, he was 1 for 13 tonight, and trying to play fast, trying to get back to him and contest, even though the contest was late. that has a lot to do with it. But Mitch and the rest of the guys did a nice job of trying to contest, even if he was open for a split second, because we were doubling Murray, or, we were staying with Murray a little longer than other times.
Mike, what makes you proud of representing this franchise with this particular group of guys?
I'm going to say,
what makes you proud of representing this franchise and with this particular group of guys?
Well, obviously the Knicks, they're a historic organization, and, MSG is iconic. And now you factor in, obviously the fans, they're very knowledgeable too, but you factor in the group of guys in that locker room and their character, their work ethic, their connectivity, the way they sacrifice for one another, competitive spirit, all the things that we talk about when it comes to our standard. And, I feel fortunate, blessed, lucky, however you want to call it, to be a part of that group, because they're a fun group of guys to be around on a daily basis.
Coach,
Mike,
David Adams.
What do you think of the call late in the first overtime? On Mikal.
I didn't see it, so it's a little tough for me to comment on it. But I think Mikal was boxing out, and they obviously went back and reviewed it and saw that it was done, before the buzzer went off. And so I just got to roll with it, just because I haven't seen it yet.
Coach,
Bridges a foul. Christian Braun hit a couple of free throws to force the second OT. But Mitchell Robinson and the Knicks prevail in 2 overtimes, 134-127. We're talking Robinson next. 42 come in the second overtime. Knicks beat the Nuggets. Here's Jalen after the game with Alan Hahn.
It means the world. I don't take it for granted at all. It's something that it's a privilege, and I'm very thankful I get to wake up and do this every single day. It's truly an honor.
What enabled you to finally pull away in that second overtime and win the game?
Just stops and running late, and obviously making some free throws, making some shots toward the end. But started with our defense for sure.
Speaking of Jalen, Mitch on Jokic, particularly down the stretches, what did you see from him? And he started to get the best of that matchup late.
Yeah, Mitch played great. When you're playing against a player like him, you gotta. Everyone's antenna has to be up, and so the way Mitch played was fantastic. It's hard to play a player like that, and so you guys give Mitch credit the way he played.
When you see cat blood dripping off his face, makes free throws, then he comes back, crowd starts to really get into it. He seemed to have a different energy about him after that. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he was came back with a vengeance and played great and played tough. It's exactly what we need, and he didn't let any of that get to him. He just came back and played as hard as he could and contributed, and it really helped.
8 straight wins now after a rough stretch for the team. What's turned around the last couple of weeks?
Our defense, our communication, just sticking together through the ups and downs of the season.
For you guys, I think during the first 7 wins, I've been averaging like 25 point a game wins. To have a game like this, double overtime, first overtime game of the year against a team like that, was that a test that can help you?
Yes.
How?
What was that? Sorry.
When you have the ball in the corner and Jamal Murray, John, can you talk about the play when you have the question? Is that ball in the moment? Like, do you know beforehand this is a move I can go to because you brought him in the floor?
Just playing off instinct and reaction. I jabbed him away. He cut me off, and I just counted to go the other way, and that's all it was.
End of regulation. It looked like, correct me if I'm wrong, it looked like you waved off Mike from calling timeout. You wanted to go up against the defense. What are you seeing in that situation that makes you like, I want to go against this defense move instead of calling timeout?
There would have been an opportunity for them to set up a defense, and I felt comfortable. I felt confident. Just missed the shot.
Another example of why he is known as Captain Clutch. Knicks win it 134-127. They've now won 8 games in a row.